Yeah. Welcome back, guys, to wrong screen. Welcome back, guys, to Topic Talk, featuring TK Breezy, aka me. Topic Talk with TK, where you seek it, I speak it. And we got some topics, obviously, from over the weekend. I just came back from Port Priority. Pretty cool tournament. It was actually a much better Port Priority than they've ever done, mostly because the venue's better, and just in general, I feel like it was a well-ran tournament. So, let us get into it with the first question from the Darrett saying, with the new Halo coming out in December, wondering, is Halo a series you have love for, or maybe did back in the day, plus less so now? I definitely loved Halo 1 and 2 a lot, and 3, and Reach, actually. So 2, 3, and Reach were definitely where I was at. Once 4 came out, I feel like I just didn't really have Xboxes anymore, and so I really didn't pay too much Halo after that. I still think it's a cool game, and I will probably get into Infinite, saying that I can get it on my PC. But no, that's a game that's kind of fell by the wayside for me as far as like how much I loved it. Halo was like my top played game. When Halo 2 and 3 was out, I was like, oh, more than Melee, more than any of that. Like, I was just playing a bunch of Halo, but that was like, I was younger. It was in like middle school / high school and stuff. So great game, game series. I do think it kind of fell off a little bit, but hopefully it ends strong with Infinite. Hoping that it actually ends. So yeah. We got Marcel Deschelle saying, how was the response to the stream where you baited us all? Have you seen any relevant difference? No, not even a little bit. I feel like everyone apparently knew that was gonna happen. Everyone's like, quote tweeting me like, man walks in water and gets wet. And I'm like, all right, buddy. Like, the thing is, there's definitely people who, like, if Coney did that, I feel like if Coney did the same thing, he would have around the same viewership that he would have. So that's where I was using me as an example specifically, because my viewership be like around like 50 to 100, and when I did that tweet, it was like 300 people and a bunch of people I've never seen here before. I do think that the point of that was that, like, we definitely need to focus more on positivity. I feel like if I did a tweet that was like, I just want to talk about how great this tournament is, no one will pull up on that. So it's definitely something that needs to be discussed. I just don't, as I said earlier, I just don't know how to discuss it. So, but it was still funny. I think the bottom line of it was funny. Maestro Game & Watch says, it seems like there is a rising character diversity within tournaments now, and top 8s have been pretty exciting post-COVID. Is that just everyone leaving the time chamber after a year? Maybe. I think that there was definitely a lot of time to like flesh out your characters more, and like for new Wi-Fi gods to rise. I mean, like, I feel like before COVID, we didn't really talk too much about base mage or SkyJ like that, but like after COVID, base mage everywhere. Almost made top 8 with Jigs. There's also been a lot of buffs lately for characters that weren't good before, or I guess like maybe not weren't good, but like definitely were lacking. And they've got some stuff, and I don't think those characters become amazing, but they're definitely way more usable and have way more BS to work with in this game, where having BS is definitely a good thing. So I'm excited to see that. Also think that now that we have the end of the DLC, I think we're at the point of the game where we just learn how to play the game as is. I think there may be one more patch if Sora needs some fixing, but for the most part, yeah, it's time to learn the game, bro. It's time to learn the game. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really cool that we're seeing all these diverse top 8s now. I like seeing like, characters that, well, obviously I like seeing more characters in the top 8, but I like seeing, new talent rising to the top. Spargo is getting close to actually getting a W here. Light with a W recently. It's been nice to see some diversity. Esam beating MKLeo a while back. Like, it's been nice. So definitely healthy and great for the game. Seiko JOG says Mexico versus Japan, and then in parentheses, not gonna lie, Team USA hasn't won even in 4, so I feel like they need to earn it, gain it. Meanwhile, Mex and Japan kill. That's true. I don't care to watch USA versus anybody anymore, because the USA team almost never seems to really care about crew battles, or someone always goes in there and absolutely throws it. Like, someone goes in there and immediately gets 3 stock. Then I'm like, all right, well, here we go. And so I'm done watching the USA play in crew battles. Like, that's dead. You guys don't deserve that. I want to see Japan versus Mexico for sure. I'm definitely down for that well before USA gets another chance And USA should not ever get a chance because, again, like, I don't even think they even care about crew battles. But crew battles are hype, man. Like, you know, like they're supposed to be hype, and it always seems like the American players are just too cool to crew battle. So, yeah, nah, I'm good on that. Let's watch the USA versus Japan. I'd even watch EU versus something before USA again. You guys suck at crew battles. Anyway, I don't know who. Wait, I didn't get the name for who sent this. One second.
OJs keep on killing them.
Oh, all right. Someone said. Wait, I can't find it now. Who said this? It's gone. It's gone, bro. All right. We got thoughts on professional level and non-esports commentary, and if there's a clear balance or general favor, and then interest in Rise and Grind, and then the Pokemon Unite grind, and then obviously someone else just asked about Arbiter's commentary, which I'm pretty sure that's what that first one was about anyway. So we're just going to talk about all in one. I'll start from the bottom. The Pokemon Unite grind has definitely kind of ceased for me because I just have not had time. But eventually I'll get back in there when the season resets and I actually have a reason to play. I am definitely interested in Rise and Grind, although I heard Waco, Texas is actually pretty racist. Which is kind of interesting. That's the area we picked when there's Austin, Texas is right there. You could have picked a very more inclusive area. Is the airport's here, all that other good stuff. But I've only heard that. I haven't been there. You know, I haven't stepped foot in Waco, so maybe it's just hearsay. You know, maybe it's placebo, but I'm still interested in going to Rise and Grind. I mean, more Texas locals is great for me. I'm currently in Austin, so more Texas local or Nashville is great for me. I can just drive there. And then the thoughts on professional level commentary, not esports commentary, and if there's general clear balance or general favor. I think it really depends on like the setting, I think, of the tournament. I think that Port Priority definitely feels more grassroots, so you can get away with doing more grassroots stuff. But I think if you did something like that on Smash World Tour, Gimmer would eat your shit alive, bro. Gimmer would eat you alive, bro. Like, he would, bro, you would get kicked off of commentary mid-set, bro. He don't play that. So it really depends on where you're at. Or if we transition over directly to Arbiter's commentary, because I know that's what people want to talk about. From watching Arbiter's commentary, this is the first time I actually heard it. Like, I watched his first set with EE, and it was funny. You know, like, I thought it was pretty funny. Good time. I commentated with him, and I did not have a good time. And like, I'm not saying that he's a bad commentator. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying our styles don't mesh. Like, Arbiter, like, he doesn't really give you space to speak. There's a lot of yelling going on. For like a good chunk of the block, he was chastising me for some reason. He had talked about this story about how, like, we had played when he was 13, and we had played Smash 4, and he was like just camping me out with Link, and I said, man, you play pretty boring. And he was like, I was 13, and I was like, why would I know that? Like, I didn't ask your age before you played. You know what I mean? And then, so he talked about that for like forever. He followed me on spot and then was like, yo, could I please get a follow on commentary? And I was like, no, like, I'm not doing that. Like, you weren't even following me before. And then he was like just calling me a hater, like almost the entire block, because I said like one negative thing. I said one negative thing about someone. I feel like someone was getting blown out, and I was like, damn, this game is over. And then he just continued to call me like, he just continued to call me a hater or whatever, and then goes off the tweet that this shit boring as fuck when he was watching Tony Z Tank and Javi. So I'm like, what was the point? I just didn't have a good time in that block. That was not for me. Me and him commentating doesn't work together. Him and other people, great. I think that he definitely brings the energy that is unmatched by anybody else in this in this game right now. I do think he needs to be refined, because that shit will not fly forever. All that, like, the non-esports, like, you don't have to be full esports. People obviously get away with not being full esports. EE does it all the time. But like, Arbiter's almost to the point of like getting kicked off of, like, he's almost at the point of getting kicked off of commentary at certain events. Like, maybe not Port Priority, because they'll eat that shit up, but I promise you, Gimmer will never let that shit fly. Like, I promise you, Gimmer would never let that fly, bro. So, from watching him, though, as I said, from watching him, I definitely felt like it was funny. It was entertaining. It was definitely something that, like, if I'm watching and like all this wild stuff is happening, I'm gonna be like, yeah, LOL, this dude, wow, right? But I don't think I want another block with him. I'm good. And that's not even just him. I've actually got to the point where I don't like commentating with anyone I don't like know personally like that, or we haven't already been commentating before, because currently there's two versions of what happens when I commentate with someone new. They're either super like nervous because they're commentating with me, or they're trying to show me up for some reason. And like, I don't care if you like, you know, continue to like, if you have all this good stuff to like, or if you have a better block than me, because at the end of the day, like, I'm still doing top 8. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I'm still top bills. So like, I'm glad that if you feel the need for us to be competition, then like, I'm just gonna lay back and let you have it, bro. Like, I'm not really the type to fight you on the mic for a spot that I'm like, I don't need to have. Like, we're doing pools together and you're popping the fuck off and cutting me off the whole time. I'm gonna be like, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll just commentate the way I want to commentate during top 8, you know? So that's been happening a little bit too often for me. And so at this point in time, I really just don't want to commentate with anybody like that I don't already know. I think the last good block I had with someone new was Last, but like Last, I think it's just generally a good commentator. So like he like seems to know like the handoff, you know, like he seems to know the give and take, you know what I mean? And like, that's really important in commentary, the give and take. Like, if you can't do it, then it's just you overpowering the other person, and it's just not it. So as I said though, watching that man go do his thing, definitely very funny. It's just for working together, I don't think I want to work with him anymore. I don't think I want to work with anybody new anymore, to be honest. Like, if we haven't, like, if we're not at least homies, then I'm probably good on like working, you know? I mean, that's fair too, but like, I also commentated by myself for like a year and a half, well, 2 years straight at Xanadu. And when other people came up to commentate with me, I didn't just cut them off all the time. Like, you got to give people time to talk. You know what I mean? Like, the whole reason I brought EE back on is because I was like, look, the reason why the Black Play is Black Play today is because I was doing all the Xanadus by myself, right? And then I remember that EE was like a good commentator, so I was like, yo, just come back to Xanadu. You know, we're gonna rip up this commentary shit. He was like, look, I don't really know too much about the game. I was like, don't worry about it, man. Like, you're just a good commentator. We'll make it work. And that's what we did. And because of that, like, you know, we still commentate together today. Like, but that's also my nigga though. So like, I know him, and we can like, we have that rapport where we can like, you know, be like, we can have our inside jokes, or we can like take jabs at each other and stuff on commentary, and it's fine. If I don't know you like that and you're taking jabs with me in commentary, like, that's not a good look. That's not it's not even a good look. First of all, it's unprofessional, and two, like, it's just not gonna make me like you. Like, I don't like anybody who like tries to come at me with some like asshole energy before we're boys. You know what I mean? Like, if you start off with some asshole shit, but like, no, I'm just like that with everybody, like, you don't know me, so you're not like that with me. We don't do that. Like, that's not for me. So I mean, like, I'm just not about that life. So like, once we get to know each other, yeah, we can take jabs at each other, whatever. But like, if we don't know each other like that, like, you know, me and Cody take jabs at each other all the time about the games we like and stuff, whatever. But that's my best fucking friend, bro. So like, so you know what I mean? I already said what I needed to say. You got to watch the video, bro. Like, there was just some stuff about the way that Arbiter was commentating with me that I did not enjoy. So I hope that man has a great career and whatever. I know he's only 20, so he's got, you know, I'm sure that I was a head ass when I was 22. But I hope that man has a great career. And like, once I retire, you know, hopefully he's you know, he's tearing it up. But that was the first time I met him, and he was on some shit. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. What else we got? We got learning where and when to be professional and when to just be you. This is from Yusei. He said, learning where and when to be professional and when to just be you. Honestly, I feel like it's such a weird line to try to toe now, because I think you can be professional and be you at the same time. I think if being you is being like super wild, then I guess that's where the line draws. But like, I don't know, for me, like I am just being me on the mic. Like, this is what I talk about, what I want to talk about, because like, I just don't like, I'm older now. I don't have interest to just be doing shock value shit all the time, you know? So like, I talk about what I want to talk about. Like, for those who do want to shock value, I think it really is just time and place. You're at a local, do what you want, bro. Locals are definitely for that. Like, you can get on a local and go stupid. You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to like, when you're representing the scene as a whole, like, you definitely got to come with some level of professional take. You know, the Smash Scene's already got a lot going against it with everything that happened in 2020. Plus, you know, still people being kind of head ass now. So like, when I had to like represent the scene in a professional way, I try to do that. Current thoughts on potential top 10 of players? That's dope. That's a dope question. I don't do that, bro. Like, I will tell you something though, bro. This is what I got. This is what I got to say. We all been thinking it, and I'm gonna just say it, bro. I think Elegant falling off, and I think the only reason Elegant is falling off is because, all right, now listen to me. I love Elegant. That's my guy. Okay, it's because Elegant does the same shit all game, right? And then for some reason, people will like do the right thing about it for half a game and then stop doing that, right, for the rest of the game. And so that's how Elegant be winning, because then like whatever you were doing at work, you like big brains yourself, and now you're losing to the same shit you were beating a minute ago. So that shit be killing me, bro. Like, but also, bro, I mean, that's my man, 100 Grands, man. I love watching Elegant win, but when I watch him win, I'll be like, you were just beating this. Yeah, like, you were just beating this. And like the last game, you destroyed this, and now you're like allowing him to roll in and grab you. Like, what happened? So, I don't know. Sometimes you got to stop mixing yourself. And then we got the how to understand getting synergy with a commentator you never worked before. Listen, I'm at the point where I think that if you guys don't know each other like personally, that synergy is just not going to be there. Like, it's just not gonna be there, bro. Like, if you need to like be boys with your commentators. All the people that I like to work with, we've hung out like, you know, out of tournament. Like I play Haz pretty frequently. I like commentating with Koopa. Me and Coney and Eat are best friends. Like Bam, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Max, we've been hanging out a lot more lately. Rod, like all these people I hang out with on a regular basis. So like, we're not going up there and being like we're two commentators. It's basically like it's two friends talking about Smash. You know what I mean? So I think you need to build that rapport outside the game before you actually worry about building the rapport in the game. You feel me? Like, I think that will go a long way. Like, I think that will go a long way. Like, people are so worried about like make sure their commentary styles mesh. I think you need to make sure you as people mesh. Because if I'm sitting next to someone I don't like, I'm definitely not going to do a good job. like if I'm sitting next to someone I don't like and he just say anything wrong, I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass. That was actually 7 frames, you fucking idiot. Anyway, back to the match. Like, I can't do it, bro. So yeah, we gotta be boys. We gotta be boys. So, and if we aren't boys, then, you know, make some time to come talk to me. Like, come talk to me about whatever. You know, talk to me about the event. Talk to me about whatever. Let's get some type of rapport, so that way I know what I'm getting into when I get on this mic, man. So, you know, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Currently, I don't really like a lot of commentators, and like, I know that I'm not allowed to say that because that's me punching down. I'm not naming anybody. I just think that there is a weird, like, there's definitely a weird, like, fucking, I don't know. There's like a weird, like, aura right now around some of the new, like, some of the up and coming commentators that, like, I feel like there's a chip on people's shoulders about like the fact that they aren't us, right? Or that, and a lot of this happened in quarantine. This is why I'm mostly pissed about this, that these quarantine niggas, right? Y'all worked over quarantine, right? And that's great. Like, wonderful that y'all worked over quarantine. But so did I. And so not only did we do the same amount of work, you still got 10 years to catch up. So like, I haven't fallen off. In fact, I'm still getting better. So like, it's just, there's this weird chip on new people's shoulders that like, it's pushing me the wrong way when I feel like you're worried about like trying to get gigs that I'm getting while I'm still getting those gigs because I have a history of being great and you may have just started being great last year. You know, of course they're gonna go with the historic count. Now I'm not saying you should never get no blocks. I think we should be bringing up some more of the new commentators. As I mentioned, I always mention that I fucks with Fang, I fucks with Dara, and I fucks with Last. But I know that there's definitely some people out there that are like, oh, that should be me. That should be me. But why? But why? Like, what are you doing that I'm not doing? Or, you know, what are you doing better than I haven't been proven to be doing for the last 11 years? So, you know, until you can answer that question, like, I don't want to, I'm not entertaining in that. But it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, all right, man, these new commentators, bro, like, hey, man, y'all keep grinding, but y'all not really getting no respect from me because I feel like y'all not showing respect to me. So, feel me? And the last question is, how do you prep for events? I don't. I'm just naturally godlike, so, you know what I mean? Like, the only thing I do is check the top 8 before I get on, or check who's in my bracket, or who's in my block. I do not prepare. I'm literally just naturally godlike. That is 100% facts. I don't have time to be like looking up shit. I still got to stream. I still got to play games to learn shit. The most I do when I am trying to prepare is playing the game. That's how I learn the most about the game. I play the game. I get hit with some shit. I'm like, all right, I need to go find out how I got hit with that shit. And then I go find out how I got hit with that shit. And then I'm like, word. Now I can bring that up on commentary. So preparing, that's not for me. You know, only thing I do, I think maybe a post-day ritual is I grab a tea with some honey in it. And then that's it. You know? So one day you'll be as godlike as me and won't have to prepare. But just like that, it's the end of Topic Talk. Thank you guys for watching another Topic Talk. It's a great time, man. If your topic was in here, thanks for giving the topics. If you ever want to put topics in, I ask every Sunday, Topic Talks. Hit me with recent news, topic, tweets, and videos on what you want to talk about. And then you just reply to that tweet and then come in on Monday when we talk about it. Also, if you never step foot into the stream in general, Twitch.tv has TK Breezy. We have a great time here. I play a lot of games. I talk a lot of shit. And yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you leave a like, follow, and comment below. And with that, peace.